up, the New York Giants. The New York Giants, first round selection, Lawrence Taylor, linebacker, North Carolina.
The Giants seem to be deep in linebackers, and it's a team that didn't score all that many points last season. There was a lot of talk, why not go for offense?
Well, that's true, but if you remember in our last game against Oakland, we didn't have any of our linebackers who start for us, weren't even playing in the game. So we had a lot of injuries last year, and he is really going to help us.
Hey, nothing that guy does surprises me. You know, it's just, he's a great, great player. Best defensive player over the last 10 years. And it's not close for second.
LT came in at halftime and he told everybody that's just not the way the New York Giants defense plays. We don't play back on our heels. We play attacking and aggressive style. And he said he's going to go out there and do it the way it's supposed to. And anybody who wants to join along can come with him. So he kind of carried the defense.
Critical turnover. Luckers. It's blocked on him as he tries to tie it up. That's a dead ball. Giants still lead by 1. Now that's a big, big play. Anytime you miss or have an extra point block, it always comes back to haunt you. Now watch it. It comes right there. It looks like it's Lawrence Taylor. He came from the right side, penetrated, threw his right arm up, and got a piece of it with his right hand. Great players make big plays when they're needed. Well, they call him Superman, among other things. And when he has that football uniform on, I think he feels like Superman. He certainly plays like it.
Hostetler continues to loosen up behind the Giant bench. Here's Montana, long time in the pocket. But chased out, finally hit from behind. The ball's loose, and turnover maybe. Made the recovery for San Francisco. Montana with all kinds of time early.
Well, watch it here, but it was good defense downfield. He had no one to throw to. They knocked him out of the rhythm. Then you see Taylor miss, and right there. But he was saying that he felt as good today as he's felt all year.
And that's the 49ers' first rushing first down today.
Yeah, but if you're only going to have one, what a time to have it.
And the clock continues to tick off those precious seconds. 1st and 10. Craig again hit behind the line of scrimmage, and the Giants have the ball. Lawrence Taylor out of the pack with the ball. That's the first turnover today.
And you knew that the Giants were going for it, and that's what Bill Parcells is saying. Yep, we need it. So who should get it? Lawrence Taylor, number 56. They want a trap play. Now watch, the ball just pops out the side. The ball's just popped out before Taylor gets here. He doesn't take it away. The ball was coming out. He just caught it in the air.
The rookie, Pete Byers, and watch his left arm.
Number 42, offense, touchdown.
You just can't wrap your arm around a guy's waist, and Lawrence Taylor says, I want to see a flag. He got one. That's known in the business as a mismatch. Big games against the Eagles in the past. Lawrence Taylor normally plays the right linebacker. This time, he switched positions. He's here at the bottom. We'll see an upfield pass rush by the defensive end. Taylor loops back to the inside, and even though he's blocked, still gets in and makes the play. The stutter step upfield, back to the inside, and even though he's picked up right there by Ron Baker, he still gets the sack. And a loss of 7 on the play. Game for the Eagles, picking up 5 yards. They've been losing yardage on first down. Jaworski, sack, Taylor. Third sack of the game. You can run, but you can't hide. Lawrence Taylor from behind. Ron Jaworski never had a prayer. They're extremely effective doing so. Second and 10 at the 10. Jaworski down, lost the ball, but the whistle is low. At the 2-yard line. The last couple of times the Giants have put Carl Banks and Lawrence Taylor side by side and dropped them into coverage. This time they both come and they both get to the quarterback. They started this last week in their game against St. Louis. Banks is picked up to the inside. Taylor trips, but still gets there. Folds up Jaworski's leg. Good job in that respect. And yet now it's Harry Carson's turn to make a big play. And Randall Cunningham comes in on 3rd and 10. Quarterback is the spy. He'll stay at the line of scrimmage. It's his responsibility to cover Cunningham if he runs with the football. That's doing your job.
And Sanders in motion. Deep drop. Rippon steps up, loses the football. Taylor knocked it out of his arm. And at the 47-yard line, the Redskins have it. So Taylor coming in from the outside, making his presence known immediately.
Well, he's working against Donnie Warren, a tight end, who in this matchup is really outclassed, but some kind of effort by Lawrence Taylor, who has just had a tremendous preseason. Watching from the left, leaving his feet and swatting the ball out of Mark Rippon's arm. Just a phenomenal effort by Lawrence Taylor. And for an injured Adrian White, they'd like to be starting there. A good show by the rookie from LSU.
Sims, by the way, 32 years old, 3rd oldest starting QB in the league behind Steve DeBerg and Joe Montana. 2nd and 2, Riggs picks up the first down, and down he goes, but a fumble at the 20-yard line, and the Giants have it. Mark Collins picks up the fumble. Lawrence Taylor was the man who stripped it.
And that's the Giants' ball. He wasn't down. And Lawrence Taylor, again, diving in from behind, is going to make the play exactly the way he stripped the ball away from Rippon. This time he's going to lunge through the air. Just watch him all the way and watch the effort of Lawrence Taylor as he leaves his feet right here and just hacks the ball out of the arms of Gerald Riggs.
And Shea, much more active to the left side. That's where you get the strong pass rush.
Brilliant move by Joe Bugle.
First and goal, and there's Taylor again. Another piece of that one.
But that time he comes from the other side and beats Joe Jacoby. And frankly, Lawrence Taylor, I'm sure, is going to say, hey, Jim Lachey, I think you're a great player, but I'm taking my show to the other side of the line.
Kind of what we were talking about a moment ago. Jacoby was over in the left side before he got sure, but what a great catch. Total concentration. Anyone, a lot of other players that have dropped that football, I can assure you that.
It's first and goal, and Riggs fumbles the football. There is Grimm at the bottom of the pile, but he doesn't come up with it.
And it is, well, nobody's signaled yet, but the Giants there it is.
Have it.
The Giants have it. Jack.
Competitor, more ruthless competitor, but he cared. I mean, classic example of that is when he broke Joe Theismann's leg.
Ouch. Oh, God, we need to keep watching this, though, do we?
He was shaken. I mean, visibly shaken, and he just wanted to make sure Joe was okay.
Maybe the only thing worse than causing such pain is having to relive it.
Theismann's life. If you don't want to talk about it,
Yeah, but I don't like talking about that.
Obviously, you know, he and I are linked forever, but Lawrence Taylor wasn't a dirty player. He was just better than everybody else.
I have a feeling Lawrence Taylor heard the snap of the bone in Theismann's right leg.
Guys, I'm going to call it a day. I think that's enough. That's enough.
So we'll take a look now as they put Harrington on a wing and Montgomery is the setback with Carmichael in a slot right. Now they bring Harrington back out of the eye. And it'll be Wilbert Montgomery grabbed down by Bill Neal, the rookie at second. Meanwhile, it's 3rd and 7 on the 15-yard line, and the Giant fans have come alive. So the shotgun is Jaworski. Montgomery, and dragged out of bounds by Lawrence Taylor, but not before he picked up the clutch first down. A pretty good fake by Jaworski before giving the ball to Montgomery.
It was, and he had to see. Now here's a shotgun. He starts 5 yards. He drops back another 7, ends up 12. So he has plenty of room to see. Montgomery was on a little loop to the outside. He knew where he had to go to get the first down.
1st and 10 on the 37-yard line for Philadelphia. They're leading 7-3. Spagnola upended at the 42-yard line. He was hit by Lawrence Taylor and Larry Flowers, and a ball. Apparently the fans thinking about that loose ball.
No, watch the pursuit on this. Watch Lawrence Taylor here. Their first-round pick, number 56. He starts back and pass. He sees it's a screen. Now watch him come across the field. This is the one thing that he can do, rookie or no. He can really run, dodge, makes a hit. Now, the rule here, the reason that's not a fumble is that the ground cannot cause a fumble. The ball came out not as a result of the hit, but as the result of hitting the ground.
So it is 2nd and 4 on the Eagle 43. They've moved.
I think he may have hurt his groin again on that last play.
2nd and 8 on the 45-yard line. Kenny is playing left tackle. And here comes Montgomery, dragged down by the rookie. rookie Lawrence Taylor got him from behind.
They're going to try Lawrence Taylor and see what he's made of, but I don't think they'll be doing this very much in the season. They're trying to give the rookie, watch his catch-up speed. Montgomery had a couple steps on him, and he was able to take 1-2 large steps, and he was right at the sideline with him. That's going to be an outstanding player. I'll put on some arm pads and be a blocker for a while.
Well, it's 1st and 10 on the Giant 26-yard line. And Jaworski intercepted by Terry Jackson. He's at the 15, 20, 25, 30-yard line. Intended receiver was Harold Carmichael.
That was one of those things. Yeah, watch Lawrence Taylor here, right here, number 56. He takes on the tight end. See, it's away from the ball. He's working him, says throw him down. You go to the ground. I want to go find the ball. I tell you, he's not only fast and quick, but he's strong. Did you see the strength how he handled that tight end? He just wanted to find another blue jersey.
1st and 20. Montana back to throw. Going deep. It's going to be picked off by Lawrence Taylor. And he's got a lot of room to run. Montana is down. Taylor is in the end zone. But Montana is hurt. Rice was the intended receiver. Lawrence Taylor was the only man there as Montana took a shot.
Watch the hit. It was Jim Burt. Burt came through and unloaded on Montana. It looks like they're checking his right shoulder. Watch the thing again. Burt is going to come straight up the middle off Quillen's block there. Hit Montana.
Montana inside the 10. Throws wildly. Intercepted. There goes Taylor down to the 20. 10. Touchdown. LT. Way to go.
In a 1988 game versus the New Orleans Saints, LT would showcase a legendary display of toughness and courage. Playing with a dislocated shoulder, Taylor added to his rising lure as the decade's most dominant defender.
His will made him ignore things like pain sometimes. People call it determination, whatever it is, he just had it, and he just would not give in. He was going to make it the way he wanted to make it.
Already lost 2 tackles, Stan Brock and Bill Ponce. Joe Hilgenberg comes in at the left guard spot. Play action. Taylor knocked it away. Giants football. The Giants take over at their 25. Perry Williams, the right corner, picked it up after Lawrence Taylor knocked it loose.
From the right side of your screen, Hebert with the play action fake to Reuben Mays. Now Taylor just has a ton of speed and swats the ball out of Hebert's hand, and it's like it's on the ground, and there it is. This is a coaching job for Bill Parcells. And so far, he's done a great one.
2nd and 10, Hebert play action. Dumps it off to Hilliard, and Hilliard is smothered by Reason. There is a penalty flag down, back by Bobby Hebert, and it will go against New Orleans.
Offense, number 77, holding half the distance to the goal line. Still 2nd down.
Controlled passing game. Hilliard. Well, he's running great tonight. Nice cutback. Almost broke it. Got to the 29. He'll be just shy of a 1st down. Lawrence Taylor made the tackle, or he may have gotten another 15 yards out of that run. Hebert, pocket collapsed around it. Hilliard again, to the 10, to the 9. Lawrence Taylor made the tackle. Hebert throws for Hilliard, incomplete.
There you see Lawrence Taylor make the move. No one man's going to block him. Pepper Johnson comes in and finishes it off. But Hebert just cannot get himself turned.
Jordan came out 2 plays ago, the only other fullback, with it holding onto his shoulder. Hebert under a blitz and throws it out of bounds.
The constant Giant pressure has I think, unsettled Bobby Hebert. You know what I do now? You know Taylor's strapped up. Okay, so you really got a guy who's got unbelievable leg strength, but one arm. Run at him.
Hilliard on the toss behind Buford Jordan. Tough couple of yards down to the Giant 41-yard line.
And this man here this is like a gladiator. I mean, if we had Julius Caesar sitting up there, he'd probably be applauding this man's effort. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Hebert under pressure, and he fumbles. And the Giants got it back. Holy cow. Lawrence Taylor caused the fumble the second time he's gotten to Bobby Hebert.
And that time you saw Bobby Hebert jump up and motion towards the Saints bench and say, come on, they have to block it. It can't happen. One man cannot block Lawrence Taylor.
Giants defense is playing an exceptional game with an almost total lack of offensive production. First and 10, Saints down by a point. Hebert under pressure. Screen to Hilliard. Giants did a great job of stopping that screen play. 3 blockers out in front. Hebert had that one tipped.
I'm sure there are games where players come. Well, as a quarterback, I never was in that situation. A game where a player comes and just is totally 150% out all night. Tonight, Lawrence Taylor has got that throttle opened at about 200%. Going on?
You bet. First and 10 Saints. With a touchdown tonight. Hebert under pressure. Jim Burt has him, and that's another sack. Hebert now 50% on the night. 14 out of 28 faces third and long here. Johnson with a late blitz, and they got him. He and Taylor at the 5. 5 sacks for the Giants.
When you can rush 3 linemen and Lawrence Taylor, it's like rushing 5.5 people.
Facing a 3rd and 2 from their own 11.
I got to believe the Saints are going to run the football here. It's the thing that is the least risky thing to do.
Of course, the Giants only have 1 timeout left. Hilliard on the toss. And they stop him at the 11.
Lawrence Taylor, unable to play today, an all-NFL selection last year, Rookie of the Year, and almost every situation. Danielson under pressure. Pass picked off by Harry Carson, and he was almost gone for the Giants.
I'll tell you who caused that, though, Pat. Lawrence Taylor did. Lawrence Taylor, watch this. He comes on a great pass rush. Watch, he's right here on the left-hand side of the screen. So watch him here now. He's gonna run over the tackle, Balderschweiler. Now watch, he's hitting Danielson just as he's throwing it, and that made him throw the interception to Harry Carson.
Billy Sims over left side. Giants think they have the football. They do have the football.
Someone hit him from the outside. It was Lawrence Taylor. Let's watch Taylor. He comes across, he works inside. See, he hit Sims from the outside and knocked the ball right out. I'm in the second quarter. He has really made his presence felt. Watch this. Blockers don't bother him. The guard's out on him, right through the guard. Grab Danielson. That's enough for that. Whap! There you go, right on the ground. You know, the end is so tough because you've been playing so long. 13 years of pro football, and then the end.
The season's over now, the game is over, and my career is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lawrence Taylor.
He was at his best at the most critical and crucial times. When there was a big play in the game, he had enough in his tank to give it to you then.
And I'd like to thank my family and my friends for always being there for me.
LT is the greatest defensive presence in the history of the National Football League. And he changed the way the linebacker position was meant to be.